Hi guys, welcome back again to my channel. Today's video I'm going to be showing you how to make the perfect Nigerian buns, and in this recipe I'm going to be showing you step by step on how to get the perfect cracked surface crunching soft delicious Nigerian buns. So keep watching and please do not forget to like this video, subscribe, and don't forget to share. Alright, so to begin with, first into a large mixing bowl I have in my flour, and then I'll go in with some salt, and for flavor I'm adding some nutmeg and black pepper. So you can skip the black pepper if you do not want to add it. So just note that the black pepper is optional, so if you don't want to add it, do not add. So this is just me, I love the flavor it adds to the buns. Alright, so if you want to get that crunchy cracked surface buns, number one ingredient you cannot afford to miss in this recipe is baking powder. So you want to add enough baking powder to your mixture. You want to add enough baking powder to get a texture which is the cracked crunchy surface buns. So add in some baking powder and stir nicely to combine. And another ingredient you cannot afford to miss is butter. So if you want to get that cracked crunchy surface buns, you need these two ingredients to achieve it: butter and baking powder. So I'm going to leave the list of ingredients and the measurements in the description box, as well as I'm going to write it alongside this video. So while watching, make sure to focus so you don't miss out on anything. So after adding the butter, just mix nicely to combine and then set aside. And next, into a cup I'm going to go ahead and mix in all the wet ingredients. Into my cup I have some milk, I've gone in with some sugar, and then I went in with some eggs. So now we're going to whisk this to combine nicely. And once that is done, we are going to combine the wet ingredient together with the dry ingredient. So now pour that into the dry ingredient and grab a spatula and mix this until everything is well combined. You just want to make sure they are well incorporated, that they're well mixed together. Alright guys, so if you want that crunchy cracked surface buns, another thing is the texture of your batter. So the batter, whatever texture you end up with, will determine how crunchy and how cracked your buns is going to end up, the texture your buns is going to end up in. So your batter should not be too light, it should not be light, it should not be watery. So go for this exact texture of batter, just like this, and then you will achieve that crunchy cracked surface buns. Alright, so to cut this is how I'm going to cut this into my oil, just like you're seeing on your screen. So at this point I've gone ahead to preheat some oil, and once the oil is nice and hot, when it comes to your oil, you can test this with a toothpick or just cut in a little butter. Like you can see right now, the oil is hot, and at this point you want to reduce your heat to medium heat. Do not fry on high heat, otherwise you're going to end up with a buns that is only cooked on the outside and the inside is going to remain uncooked, and this is going to just, rushed cooked. You understand? It's going to rush, and if the heat is too high, this is going to be cooked only on the outside. So you just want to make sure that your heat is on the medium heat. So cut in the batter, and now when it comes to cutting in the batter, it totally depends on you how big and how small you want your the size of your buns to be. So for me, I'm going for this size, which is not too big and not too small. So you want to let this fry on medium heat until they are nice and golden brown. So once the first side is brown, go ahead and flip, and just make sure to stir and flip all the time so you don't end up with one side cooked buns. So you want to make sure everything is evenly cooked. So flip at all times, and once they are nice and golden brown, just like you're seeing right now, then they are ready. they are super ready. So go ahead, take these out of the oil, transfer to a paper towel to help absorb any excess oil. Then you can go ahead and repeat until you're done with all the batter. And guys, this is it. Our buns are ready, looking so beautiful, very flavorful and super crunchy on the outside, and the inside is super soft. You know, that buns that just goes into your mouth and melt in there. No stress at all. Very easy to make recipe. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed this simple recipe. If you did, please do not forget to like this video, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to leave me a comment, subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed yet. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll be seeing you in my next video. Enjoy!